street, and they won't even feed us oatmeal. So Obama, he's not going to do it, and I don't blame him, really. It's just going to, the ETs, I get frustrated with the ETs as well because I just don't understand why they don't do something more immaculate or bigger. It seems like it's a grassroots movement now because if they do anything, the whole just land and go down with it, I get frustrated too because with the extraterrestrials and them, it's kind of like a puzzle mystery game with them too as well. That's very frustrating. It's not. You hear some stories where they come down and actually talk to the person, but in most stories, it's kind of like this hide and seek kind of thing. Oh, we see you, you see me. We interact with you, but there's no, let's just sit down and, talk about what the hell's really going on. It just seems like it's a big mystery, and it's kind of frustrating. As frustrating as our government being deceptive to us about everything. But Obama coming out about it maybe in the second term, and I even doubt that. But right now, they just called old Romney Frankenberry Crunch, crazy man, who likes to cut off gay kids' hair and put dogs on the top of his car, and they just called him at the Bilderberg meeting, so he's already done pulled out down the river. So Obama, for him to come out, he even bought off the Ron Paul's. Ron Paul's out of it now. His own son just sold out Ron Paul to Mitt Romney. And then he just called Mitt Romney at the Bilderberg meeting, which is basically the Koch brothers and the Illuminati surplus Walmart store, the Bilderberg meeting. So Romney's their puppet now. So that kind of scares me. He could win now since he's the Bilderberg Illuminati puppet. But for Obama to come out and say, oh, there's aliens right now, that would just destroy him on so many levels. And the American economy right now, the dollar, I think it just got pushed out of number one at the reserve status. I forget what's at number one now. I don't know if that's changed, but America's on the brink of complete apocalyptic Armageddon economically. And the Republicans are sitting back, copying everything Obama does, and they want it to happen. They don't care about the people. They want a complete economic meltdown, so it'll look bad on Obama, so they can get Frank and Romney in there. So Obama coming out about ETs, you might as well just forget about it. Definitely.
I noticed on your. I mean, it's very true what Jeff. I just don't know what to make of the mindset that's out there, and it's being challenged continually by alien contact. And I noticed, I was just scratching my head here because I noticed you've got your book out, an extraterrestrial handbook, and then you've got another book out called The Bridge. Or is that a book that's been published previously, or is that what's the score?
Yeah, it's actually a book that was published previously, and so really the Extraterrestrial Answer book builds upon the Bridge. So it's the Extraterrestrial Answer book is actually the published book through Hampton Roads. Really what my intent really was, and it's really just, it's somewhat despairingly. I mean, I feel the same kind of pain, I believe, that I hear from both you gentlemen, and some of that frustration. I feel the same pain and frustration when I see that the whole question about the UFO phenomenon is going. I've come to understand that this is a worldwide phenomenon, that this is not just a phenomenon related to the UK, the US, Canada. It's a phenomenon that's happening in China. It's happening in all the governments of the world, the Chinese government, the Russian government, the European governments. They're all going to have to struggle with this at some point in time, but they just have bigger things on their plates right now that are more, in their minds, more pressing. And I understand those things. But we feel, and many people feel, that this is underlying one of the greatest questions, one of the greatest mysteries that's actually evolving and showing itself. It's dropped itself right in our lap. For heaven's sakes, we need to be able to take this thing and do something with it constructively. That's why I'm not in this big favor of fear-mongering, and shooting into the sky and, blaming all the aliens for everything. I think we have to, and we have the potential to really bring some intellect into this and to bring some courage and to really explore what this really means for us. And in a sense, how can we respond in a more active way than what we're doing? My hope is that we're going to get there one day.
Yeah, the point we're at in this world, I would love for aliens to come down and help us fix everything. It seems like the only possibility to fix everything, because it seems like we're not doing it. All the religious, not all of them, but, certain religions, like, I don't really have a problem with Christianity. I have some Christian elements to my life. I'm not going to say I'm completely Christian. I think there's a Christ energy and a supreme being, but I kind of lean towards shamanism and the Native American perspective. But let's face it, a big sect of Christians, they're treating the earth like an ashtray and waiting for some, super Jesus to come fix it and give them a new earth while they treat it like crap. And, that could tie into the ET thing, but I honestly don't, as much as I would love for ETs to come down and to help us with everything, I don't see our government letting them do it. They'd probably shoot them dead and stick them in formaldehyde bottles.
Yeah, it seems that's probably the conclusion.